Cek, cek, cek. Akhirnya bisa. Mhm. Five niche. Bisa di reset masnya. Selinap menjadi disillusion. Kita mainin dulu spellnya ya. Visibility. Nice. Disillusion. Kita pakainya di lungo saja deh. Iya banget. Eh. Gak ngeliat apa-apa ke kamu. Nggak bisa mengalihkan perhatian apa? Eh, ngapain? Langsung masuk. No. Gak tahu apa-apa kok. Gitu. Ya, gak males sih misi-misi yang kayak gini. Waduh, harus ngambil lagi. Apa kita butuh? Belum. Berarti memang harus pakai kunci. Ya, bodoh. Bodoh, nggak ngeliat apa-apa. Beliau cuma diem di situ doang kan? Nggak ngeliat kok, Bu. Kemana ini? Eh, kirain. Arm? Bawah. Apaan? Ah, buat ngalihin perhatian. Bagus. Oke. Uh, Yosa. Wait, ini audionya belum benar deh. Di stop audionya udah. Terus, kayaknya udah deh.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's.
Revelio.
But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Wait.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Gila itu ada tavan di situ, bro. Bangun kalau kayak gini.
Revelio.
Who have we here?
Anjir.
Sebastian Cello and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Get aing.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search.
Oh, kita
Now,
tinggal semua.
where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Salah pencet. Cendion.
Reparo.
Auranya itu cakep banget. Serem. Nah,
Revelio. Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it. Lumos.
sumpah ini serem parah sih.
Where might this lead?
Gak terlalu serem sih, cuman akunya aja kayaknya yang penakut. Salah pencet.
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Lumos.
Oh, sorry.
Reparo. Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there. Not surprising. Guards at the ready. This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
First year camp. Udah ada guard lagi.
Accio! Leviosa! Potato! Stupid one! Stupid one! Leviosa! Accio! Potato! Leviosa! Stupid one! Leviosa! Potato! Stupid one!
Junbi.
It is a book after all.
Harap tidak menemukan musuh yang hebat di sini. Village apa? Lagi kekeringan. Langsung sakit, langsung batuk. Hujanan sih tadi. Kirain mau disembuhin itu adik laki-laki. Oh gitu.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor Bakar?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the Beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Gue takutnya dia punya rencana jahat gitu.
Sebastian.
Sebastiannya udah ketangkep deh.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Kita diselamatkan sama si Sebastian.
Revelio.
Kita ke apa tuh? Apa tuh? Apa tuh? Kantor Profesor ya, nah, ini ada teleport dalam kelas tuh gimana itu? Ke bawah. Nunggunya di sini.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? odd. That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section?
Hello.
But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
Kayaknya kalau
I
pakai
want to
topeng
hear
jadi
everything. First, let's have a look.
Harus ganti dulu nih. Oh, yang tadi udah kita ambil. Oh, robek.
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
Kayaknya itu dirobek juga kayaknya gara-gara si Ranrock.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return.
Hello,
Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Tiket kita. Main quest kita. Ini udah banyak. Salah pencet. Main quest. Ini yang udah komplit. Enggak ada. Oh, harus explore kan. Itu banget. Kita pakai lucu nih. Tapi eyewear-nya kita pakai ada. Defense-nya sama. Ini defense-nya lebih bagus tapi harus level 2. Masih lebih bagus yang ini sih. Defense-nya gak bisa. Gak telat. Dan Nisa lagi. Oke, challenge quest. Hotel kita buka. Terus explore dulu.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Successful, avoid enemy attacks by dodge rolling. Cast Incendio on enemies survive.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
God damn. Lower Hawksfield. Lower Hawksfield is located beside and is the closest hamlet to Hogwarts. Sebelum itu kita save dulu deh. Save dulu. Mirip Kylian Mbappe. Ini mirip saya, Rahel. Aduh. Tapi kalau misalkan mirip Kylian Mbappe sih ya nggak salah sih. Bagus-bagus juga. Wah, sekarang ada apa aja sih? Wah, anjir, gila banyak. Ini ada spell ya, spell baru. Expelliarmus. Oh, ini assignment, berarti harus successfully avoid enemy attacks by dodge rolling 10 kali. Berarti ini harus ngelawan. Oke, sekalian gitu ya. Spell practice. Spell practice. Balik lagi di ke atas. Jauh deh. Travel. Dari tadi juga udah dibaca, Pak. Cuman telat. Live chatnya agak telat. Nah, ini dia.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Practice training dummy.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
What? Mukanya gitu banget aja yang cewek. Oh, kalau gitu harus pakai incendio.
Levioso! Incendio! Protego! Stupefy! Levioso! Come on, Fringo! Fringo! Quietly now. You're better than that!
Incendio!
Accio! Stupefy! Levioso!
Act like a winner.
Incendio! Fringo! Protego! Stupefy!
There goes my wager.
Stupefy!
Accio!
Levioso!
I'm the one.
Stupefy! Stupefy! That's all you've got? Protego! Stupefy! Fringo! Levioso!
Incendio!
Kebakar.
Stupefy! Levioso! Protego! Stupefy! Accio!
Mau dong disihir. Kok cepet banget udah sampai sini lagi.
You've won the tournament!
Dari jam 5 sih udah main. It's an honor. You got lucky.
It was mostly luck, that's all.
Please, you wouldn't have got this far on luck alone. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Soalnya ketagihan nih. Simonnya baru anjir. Incendio baru 1. Nami attack, dodge rolling baru 1. Bisa nggak ya? Lagi.
Hello, Lucan.
Excellent idea.
Oh, cuma bisa pakai training down.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. If you need to stop.
Accio. Incendio. Leviosa.
Excellent form.
Leviosa.
Accio. Incendio.
Nicely done.
Sihir jadi tinggi.
Accio.
Apa spellnya? Mending gimana?
Leviosa. Accio.
Ah. Cooldownnya lama.
Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
That's it.
Misalkan
Impressive
ada
work. I'd hate to face
sihir
you in a
jadi
duel.
tinggi sih saya juga pengen sih.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a
Bukan
great
sihir
help.
peninggi
Oh,
badan.
stop.
Pengurus
Don't make me
badan.
blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Even though you won the tournament already, I'm glad to see you haven't stopped training. Stay sharp, my friend.
Wes. Hah? Kita coba ini dulu kali. Gaduh. Jauh banget. Apa? Salah. Berarti ini kita harus ke jadi bisnis MLM, matamu jadi bisnis.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Soalnya di dunia sihir ini tukang-tukang nggak ada yang. Oh, ini makin jauh sih. Salah teleport deh kayaknya. Ini kalau mau keluar kemana sih? Oh iya. Kan jadi aja salah. God. Itu balon-balon apa? Oh, ini kayaknya buat nanti ini apa? Sapu terbang. Ini dia. Kalau kalian nonton Harry Potter ini pasti kalian tahu rumahnya siapa ini. Nah. Di pinggir danau ya kan. Tuh. Ada dua ya.
Revelio.
Dan mau maling. Kan. Wait. Mau lagi ada sih itu. Gila.
I should investigate.
Rumahnya Hagrid. Ya. Rumahnya Hagrid. Tapi rumahnya Hagrid itu kan ada dua. Harry Potter 1 itu kan yang di atas, yang sebelum ke bawah ini. Kalau nggak salah pas yang Harry Potter kedua atau yang ketiga gitu yang di bawah.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Bisa sih.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
It could be dangerous.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with the students. I overheard some of Rookwood's lads talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow was planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit. Try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
Right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen and find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Apa ini? Kena masalah nih. I come to rescue you.
They must have come this way. Think!
The bandit.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Your life ends here.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
gitu doang. Oh, ada lagi.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Itu cewek. Keren cowok. Apa ini? The collection section field guide has been updated with the new enemy type. Ada musuh baru.
Perhaps some light and we can hold them off.
Salah.
Anywhere with you.
And you'll take this student over my dead body.
Incendio. Levioso.
You're easier to spot than an eruption.
Accio.
Salah spell terus.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Not today!
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Ada Bunda Korla. Bunda Korla siapa? Bang,
What on
bisa
earth
terbang
just
nggak di
happened?
gamenya?
I've
Bisa.
never been
Nanti
accosted in
harus
such a
punya
manner.
sapu
I'm
terbang
so
dulu
close to Hogwarts.
baru bisa. Harus sekolah terbang dulu. Ini masih jauh dari
You're
sekolah
right.
terbang.
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment.
Tapi kalau dipikir-pikir,
Pre-warned me things were
karakter
getting
aku memang
dangerous.
mirip sih kayak Kylian
Best get
Mbappe.
moving on my research before they return.
Mirip banget. Siapa pria?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one
My
who
wife?
piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her
Wah.
own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling
Wah,
vendor.
ini mah
Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
kaum anjir. My wife loh. Cewek. The hell, mate? Waduh.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin wasn't me. Merlin.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Oh, fascinating.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Merlin's beard, how beautiful!
Apa itu? Ada siluet gitu.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Ya, dikirain apa? Gitu doang.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require magic suit, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Butuh duit. Ada nggak? Ini apa ini? Apa itu? Leak juice. Lintah ini. Itu lagi ngapain? Kan sebelum main mission kita yang gitu.
Assistance.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, my name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid. Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
Cewek nggak bang karakternya? Bisa. Kalau di awal-awal kita ininya bikinnya cewek bisa.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
Tapi kalau
It's an astonishing
diganti
ancient
di tengah-tengah
navigational
game nggak
tool.
bisa.
Essentially, a
Harus bikin dari
handheld
awal.
model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful.
Kuri bisa nggak? Bang?
Of course,
bisa.
you may discover much
Di sini
more
nggak
than
bisa
the astrolabe.
solid di sini. Nggak ada.
Anything else you found would be all yours.
Kecuali kalau
I've
dianya werewolf,
cross-referenced the
itu baru
vessel's
bisa.
last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
Setengah furi, setengah enggak ya?
I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Accio! Accio!
Tuh. Diving sekarang. Bakal dikejar-kejar monster itu nggak ya? Bisa nggak sih? Oh, nggak bisa, anjir, nggak bisa nge-cast spell di tengah danau. Kayaknya itu. Serem. Bisa nggak sih?
Accio!
Aku takut soalnya kakak, takutnya di tengah-tengah laut ada yang tiba-tiba gitu kan, tiba makan, tiba-tiba
This
hilang.
must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Udah nyelam tiba-tiba meninggal, nggak bisa ke atas lagi. Gue sih nolongin tapi membahayakan nyawa sendiri sih jangan. Your gear slot are full. The hell mate. Apa yang harus di destroy. Destroy saja. Ini. Walaupun legendary tapi defense kan. Ini bisa. Dapat dong. Dapatnya. Wah. Athletic horse rope-nya legendary loh. Gila. Destroy aja deh. Destroy aja. Gila. Naikinnya 68 legendary lagi. Ini bisa. Offense-nya bagus. Animasinya bagus, tengkolak gitu kan. Belum dapat loh. Here.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Lama-lama ya kan. Langsung fast travel aja. Takutnya ada yang
It's
mau
like a
tadi.
place right out of a storybook.
Udah nggak ada deh monster yang gitu.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
Temu. Wah gila. I did and it's yours for a price. Anjir, maling. Maling sih. Hitungan banget orangnya anjir.
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Aku takut nih. Kalau dia kayak gitu udah takut saya. Vibe-nya itu vibe mencekam. Apa ini? Main quest dulu deh. Main quest dulu. Herbology class. Ini nih, kita ketemu guru baru. Guru baru. Map. Sini paling dekat. Ya udah misi ini udahan dulu deh streaming. Apa nih?
Revelio.
Bagus ini tutup. Ini kita ke house-nya apa? Bagus banget, patungnya bisa gerak. Buka. Yang bagus banget.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Professor.
Oh, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Cantik banget, sumpah.
We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Oh, kita harus pakai headset.
Now, everyone,
Headset
grip
gitu.
their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new form and cut down the soil!
Tiba-tiba langsung gitu dong.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid.
Gak perlu
All
nunggu
right then.
tukang bangunan
Here we
dulu.
go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
I should think Professor Garlic would be more careful with her mandrakes.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Yeah.
I wonder if hippogriffs like...
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Bagus deh. Gak langsung ada hujannya gitu.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh.
Dia seneng si Sebastian.
Thank you. I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
Granat kah?
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Okay.
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Isi ya kan? Mana mbak?
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Kayaknya streamnya udah dulu deh sampai sini.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Oke guys, kayaknya sampai situ dulu stream aku cuma sih.
Those mandrakes are really
Sampai
relishing
ketemu
their
di
new
live stream
cost. Only cost me
selanjutnya.
my
Bye bye.
damned hearing.